What's up, guys? Got a couple unboxings for you today. This is some stuff from Hong Kong, ordered overseas from WGC shop and ShooterCBGear. This is just some accessories for my my MP7 I've been working on. So right now, pretty much don't really have a lot for it. So I pretty much just ordered everything that I planned to put on here. So let's go with this one. I'm not sure which one's from which, but we'll just open these up, see what's inside. I'm assuming this is from WGC shop, so it's the smaller one from the two. This is kind of how WGC shop wraps their stuff up. They always seem to wrap their stuff up with like 8 layers of bubble wrap. So they do take a little bit to get open, but hopefully we can power through here. Alright, so first thing we have is a replica T1 thing. Get this opened here. Oh, that's not how you open it though. There we go. Alright, so pretty standard. I've had one of these before. It's your standard red dot only. This is actually probably one of the better models of replica sights. I was going to go with the primary arms, but primary arms, like I think the cheapest model now is like $80 or $90. So this was only like $30 on WGC shop. So I decided to pick this one up instead. I don't think it has a battery in there right now. Actually, I think it does. Probably pretty low though. Might have to change the battery for that one. But yeah, that's the optic I'm going to put on the MP7 for now. It comes with standard stuff. You guys have probably seen this before. I think I did a video on my last one. Set that aside. Let's see what else we got in here. This is a whoops. This is the Dytac replica Knights Armament mount for the T1. I've also had one of these before. My last one broke. The screw mount for it broke in a way that you couldn't really repair it. So hopefully it doesn't happen to this one. I think this is actually their better version than the last one I had. So hopefully I don't have any issues with this one. Try to get the mount out of there. But I'm a really big fan of this mount, mainly because you can change how low or high it sits as far as like co-witness with the dot. They normally have markings, but this one doesn't look like it has any markings at all. But where my last one broke is where this thing pulls up on the actual clasp mount that's screwed in the back here. Like it split down the middle here, so you can really repair it without getting a new mount. So hopefully I don't have any issues with that. I'll probably try to keep it relatively loose, not super tight, but tight enough where the optic won't shift when it's on the gun. Set that aside. And the last thing from WGC shop is this CNC steel lengthened piston for the MP7. I've heard this conserves gas, improves kind of like the snappiness of the blowback. So we'll see how it performs. I'll show you one other thing. It's actually installed on my MP7 right now, but I did get the ESD. Pretty sure it's like maple leaf. Yeah, maple leaf. Kind of like it's like a hop-up outer barrel, inner barrel setup. So I got that installed. So hopefully it shoots pretty well. It should increase the FPS a little bit with the tight bore barrel as far as that goes. Moving on to the second package here. This one is from ShooterCBGear, and this one's going to be pretty much the rest of the accessories that I ordered. Might not need a knife for this one. Alright, so first thing, this is a, go ahead and open this. This is the rail for the MP7. I haven't decided if I'm gonna use this yet, but I decided just to order it because it was pretty cheap. Didn't really cost a lot in extra shipping to add it to my order. But this is like the replica Wilcox rail for the MP7. And the reason I'm hesitant to use it is because you actually have to Dremel off the mounting point for this vertical grip. Like, you can take this vertical grip off, but it'll be like a round little nub here. You can kind of see where you would have to cut it down. So you cut it down, and then you would take these rails off, and that kind of just attaches to either side of that rail section. So I may end up doing that, I may not. Depends kind of how long this grip lasts, and if I decide to use a different grip. The grip I would use is my Daniel Defense Convert that you guys have seen on my Mark 18 builds. But a pretty cool rail. The first version they came out didn't look anything like the Wilcox rail, but this one actually looks pretty decent. Lightweight, and it seems pretty sturdy, so probably a pretty good upgrade there. Moving on, here we have, let's see, I believe this is the Element. I think this is their Ultra, the M300 Ultra. And I will do a video on this. I've been searching around for my CR123As, and I don't think I have anymore. So I'm going to have to get some batteries before I do a video on this. Looks like they put some tape over the trademarks, which is nice. And then, of course, the trademarks are Sharpied out, but you can take some rubbing alcohol to that and get it working. That's going to be the flashlight for the MP7 there. Let's see. Next up, this is, you guys have seen this before, but I think this is like the old upgraded version, which I don't have batteries for this yet either. Got to order some more, so probably be a little bit before I do a video on this, but this is the upgraded version of the Element LA5. This has like the extended battery cap and then like the UHP button. And another thing to note is like the stickers are subdued, they're not shiny gold anymore, so I think it looks a lot better. Looks pretty good. Keep going here. This is the Element offset mount for the M300. I've also had one of these before, a really old build. You guys might remember my VFC SR635. I had a similar flashlight build on, a little M300A hooked up to this offset. Hopefully this offset works with having the PEC 15 on the top rail, and then this on here. Let's see. Might not work, but I'll probably fiddle with it. I thought I might have to Dremel this down. Might have to Dremel that down to get it to work, or it might fit on the top rail if I remove that. I plan on removing the iron sights anyways, so I might do an offset flashlight. This was cheap too, so I might just put the M300 on there, however it fits directly on the rail. And let's see, sticker sheet. This isn't going to be accurate. I think Toy Soldier sells one that actually says MP7 on it, but with the KWA MP7s, I tried to get rubbing alcohol and I got some of this off, but you get these blurbs of just white warning symbols and telling you to read the manual or whatever, and it just doesn't look cool. So decided to get this. I plan to use probably the one for the scar, the long like barcode up top here to kind of cover these up, and then probably one of these little QR code serial number things on this bottom section, and I think it'll look a lot better rather than just having those white trademarks there. There's that. And what else we got here? This is the Angry Gun. This See the better quality stock rails with more positions on them. I know a lot of people, previous owner, modified it to where it has extra positions, but I think these look a lot better and the positions are neatly cut, and I think they're closer together, so you have a lot more positions rather than just cutting one midsection position. So we'll get those installed as well. So that's pretty much all the accessories. Once I get everything set up, I'll probably do a video on the MP7 and kind of show you all the cool stuff that I got for it so far. As for a rig for carrying like MP7 magazines, I actually set up my Haley Strategic D3 chest rig to use with my MP7. Right now it's kind of like a jury rig setup. I got the SNS Precision pull tabs with shot cord, and then let's see if you can even see inside one of these. Probably not, but so you can kind of see it. I put these little foam blocks, one on either side, to kind of sandwich the magazine in, and then the foam things are actually held in place by the S-Tac Kiwi inserts, so they're not going anywhere when you remove the magazines. So it kind of just helps the magazine from like moving side to side a whole lot. Pretty much just kind of makes a little insert for the MP7 magazines, so I don't have any issues with reinsertion. And then the bungee retention is just there in case, you know, they want to wiggle free at some point. But they're pretty good in there right now. That's probably the rig I was going to use. I was looking at various options, like using like a standalone chest rig and then getting like the Mayflower MP7 quad magazine pouch, and it was just going to cost quite a bit of money to get that set up when I have this perfectly fine, you know, Haley Strategic T3 rig, which I like a lot, mainly because it's small, low profile, while having like quite a bit of pouches and spots for like any accessories you might need. So that's pretty much, I think, going to be the rig I'm using. Might change something, probably won't, because this thing's ready to go and it works fine. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the MP7 video update. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it a lot. All you guys' continued support. And stay tuned for more.